Have you ever felt a whisper from the universe, a quiet nudge that something monumental is about to unfold? Maybe it's a fleeting moment, a stranger's gaze that lingers too long, a dream so vivid it leaves you breathless, or a sudden rush of emotion you can't quite place. For you, Sagittarius, 2025 isn't just another year. It's a tapestry woven with three transformative threads: a windfall that challenges your deepest beliefs, a farewell that reshapes your soul, and a love so profound it mends the fractures you've hidden for years. These aren't random events. They're a sacred trilogy, a cosmic invitation to step into the life you were always meant to live. Are you ready to unravel the story the stars are writing just for you? Let's start with a memory. Picture yourself as a child, eyes wide with wonder, chasing fireflies under a boundless night sky. That's the essence of you, Sagittarius, a spirit fueled by curiosity, always reaching for the next adventure. But life hasn't always felt like that open field, has it? There have been moments when the world felt heavy, when you carried burdens you never spoke of, shielding others with your strength while your own heart quietly ached. You've been the archer, aiming high, but sometimes your arrows landed in places you didn't expect. Moments of doubt, loss, or dreams deferred. Yet, here you are, still standing, still burning with that inner fire. And 2025? It's the year the universe hands you the bow and says, this time, aim for yourself. The first thread of this cosmic tapestry is an unexpected gift, a financial windfall that feels like a miracle but comes with a deeper purpose. Imagine this. You're sitting at your kitchen table, bills stacked like a fortress when news arrives. A check, an opportunity, a stroke of luck. Money flows in more than you anticipated. Your heart races with possibility, but there's a catch. This isn't just about paying off debts or splurging on desires. This gift is a mirror reflecting how you value yourself. You've spent years giving to others, your time, your energy, your light, often forgetting to reserve some for yourself. The universe is asking, can you accept this abundance without guilt? Can you see it as a reflection of your worth, not just a lucky break? Let me tell you about Maya, a Sagittarius I once knew. She was a teacher, always scraping by, pouring her soul into her students. One day, she won a grant, a sum so large it could change her life. At first, she hesitated, feeling unworthy, as if accepting it meant betraying her humble roots. But then she realized, this wasn't just money. It was permission to dream again, to invest in her art, to travel to the places her heart had always longed for. Like Maya, you're being called to embrace this windfall not as a burden, but as a bridge to a life where you don't just survive, you thrive. Will you cross it? This financial gift isn't the end of the story. It's the spark that lights the way to the second thread, a farewell that will forever change your heart. Loss is a universal language, but for you, Sagittarius, it's a sacred conversation with the unseen. Think back to a moment when someone left your life, not through conflict, but through the quiet inevitability of time or fate. Maybe it was a grandparent whose stories shaped your childhood, a friend who moved away, or a love that slipped through your fingers. You stood at the edge of that loss, unsure how to move forward, yet something lingered, a scent in the air, a song on the radio, a dream so real it felt like a visit. Those weren't coincidences. They were messages, proof that love doesn't end. It transforms. In 2025, you'll face a farewell that feels different. It might be literal, a loved one passing, or symbolic, like letting go of a part of yourself you've outgrown. This isn't about grief alone, it's about release. Picture yourself standing by a river, holding a lantern. Inside it are all the regrets, the unsaid words, the pain you've carried. As you set it afloat, you don't lose the love, you set it free. This farewell is a turning point, a moment where you forgive yourself for what you couldn't change and embrace the truth. You are enough, just as you are. I remember a Sagittarius named Leo who lost his father years ago. He carried guilt for not saying, I love you, one last time. One night, in 2025, he dreamt of his father standing by a lake, smiling. When Leo woke, he felt lighter, as if his father had heard him across the divide. He wrote a letter, not to send, but to release, words of love, gratitude, and forgiveness. That act changed him. He didn't just say goodbye. He opened a door to peace. Sagittarius, who do you need to speak to, even in silence? What words have you held back? Say them now, in your heart, and feel the weight lift. This farewell isn't an end, it's a beginning. Now, as the river carries your lantern away, something new appears on the horizon. The third thread, a love so deep it heals everything you've hidden. Love has always been a wild ride for you, hasn't it? You've loved fiercely, given your all, only to find yourself picking up the pieces when it fell apart. There were times you wondered if you were too much, too bold, too free, too raw. But in 2025, the universe is rewriting your love story. This isn't about fireworks or fleeting passion. It's about a connection that feels like coming home. Imagine this. You're at a cafe, lost in thought, when someone sits nearby. Their laugh catches your ear, familiar yet new. You glance up, and their eyes meet yours, not with intensity, but with a quiet knowing. This person isn't here to complete you. They're here to walk beside you. They see the scars you've hidden, the dreams you've tucked away, and they stay. This love doesn't demand you change. It asks you to be fully yourself. It's the kind of love that feels like a warm blanket after a long, cold night. Let me share a story. A Sagittarius named Amara had sworn off love after a heartbreak that left her guarded. In 2025, she met someone at a community event, a quiet soul who didn't push or dazzle, but simply listened. Over time, she noticed how safe she felt, how she could laugh without fear of judgment. One evening, as they watched the sunset, he said, "You don't have to be strong all the time. I'm here." That moment cracked her open, not with pain, but with hope. She realized love wasn't about losing herself. It was about being found. Sagittarius, this love is coming for you. It might be a new face or a familiar one, re-entering your life at the perfect moment. But it won't arrive until you're ready, until you've embraced the financial gift as a sign of your worth, until you've released the pain of farewell to make space in your heart. This love is your reward for never giving up, for choosing to rise even when the world felt dark. It's not about perfection. It's about presence, someone who stays through the mess, the doubts, the quiet nights when words aren't enough. These three threads, abundance, farewell, and love, are woven into a single story, a karmic circle designed for your soul. The money isn't just wealth. It's a lesson in self-worth. The farewell isn't just loss. It's a gateway to freedom. The love isn't just a partner. It's a mirror reflecting your truest self. Together, they form a journey from surviving to thriving, from carrying pain to embracing joy. You've spent so long being the light for others, Sagittarius, but in 2025, the universe is shining that light on you. Let's pause for a moment. Close your eyes and picture yourself a year from now. You're standing in a place that feels like home, maybe a cozy apartment filled with books or a hillside under a starlit sky. Your heart is full, not because everything is perfect, but because you've learned to love yourself as fiercely as you love others. You've let go of the need to prove anything. You're living, not just existing, free, bold, and unapologetically you. That's the promise of 2025, but it starts with a choice to believe you're worthy of all. So how do you prepare? Start small. Write a letter to someone you've lost, even if you never send it. Speak the words you've held back. Then look at your life. Where are you dimming your light to fit in? Stop. Claim your space, your dreams, your right to abundance. And when love knocks, don't run. Open the door, even if your hands tremble. You've faced harder things than vulnerability, and you've always come through. Sagittarius, you're not just an archer aiming at distant stars. You are the star, burning bright, guiding yourself home. 2025 is your year to step into that truth, to weave these three threads into a life that sings with purpose. The universe isn't just watching, it's cheering you on, whispering, "You've got this." So take the gift, release the pain, and welcome the love. The world is waiting to see you shine. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.
I invite you to enjoy and subscribe to our channel. Share this video with others so they can benefit too. Leave a comment below to share your thoughts and experiences. Thank you for watching and joining us on this journey. We'll see you in the next video. Blessings.